Hello, welcome to Pantheon of the Geeks. You join us for a review of White Dwarf for February.
Yep.
Cool. Nice picture on the front.
Yep, nice picture of...
I don't know.
Brilliant.
Eldar.
Yeah,
It's an Eldar, but I don't know who
definitely
it is.
not the god of the avatar of the god of the dead, shall we say.
Ah.
So, this is what we've got coming up. We've got the Triumvirate of the Elder.
Yeah.
We've got some Orky goodness. That's the Tale of 4 Wargamers. Warlord even. We've got some Tzangors.
Tzangors. I want to say Tzangors, I will do.
Tzangors.
Dude on flying thing.
Dude on flying thing. Where's dude on flying thing? There's no fly, it's no wings.
Oh.
It's just the guy.
The guy.
It's the guy on the thing. With some Blancherism and some artwork of the Fracture of Beltan, which is the next.
Obviously, that dude's running for the sails.
Yeah.
Christmas sails are on.
Because it's like jumping on the backs of the Imperial Guard, if you see it. Remember that bit in Battle of the Five Armies, where the dwarves are at the front and the elves jump over them. Then we've got Tzynch stuff and some more orky stuff there. So let's get into see what's actually in here. So we've got the Fracture of Beltan first. There it is. So demonettes there, demons. Some of the new terrain is also shown in this. If you haven't seen that already, it is in this. We have the Viziarch there, he's cool. It's my favourite model from the new Triumph, I think. Just looking at the pictures, we'll find out next week if it's still my favourite at the end. But he's very cool. And here are the models. The Triumvirate of Unit. Again, I don't know how you say these things. Sinead O'Connor. It's a bit different.
It looks very cool, actually.
Definitely looks like a sibling of Slanesh, shall we say. The colours...
The colour scheme looks Slanesh.
They almost seemingly like the one breast going on there, like Slanesh does. Yeah, seriously though, look at it. One breast.
I've not actually looked at it.
That is pure Slaneshiness.
It reminds me very
horn
much...
coming off.
Yeah, very much a Fulgrim kind of thing. Fulgrim stands from Forge World.
It seems crossing Fulgrim and Nagash. Nagash.
Yes, Nagash.
Because of the swirliness around it. It reminds me of the Nagash model and the colours.
Yeah.
Other than the swirliness and the colours, obviously it doesn't look anything else like Nagash. The rest of it is pure Slaneshi, Fulgrim-y. I think that's the white hair, isn't it?
I think that's what it is. And the fact that the sword's pointing upwards as well, above the head.
But one of the 5 swords is there. There's obviously 3 in this box. 5 swords of the crown. We have Yvain. I don't know how you say her name properly. I keep wanting to say Yvain. It's Yvain. Yvain, emissary of Unid. We're probably saying it wrong anyway, because the Elder will probably say it in some weird Elder language, and we're probably all saying it wrong.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how we say it then. They'll still just laugh at us because we're just Monkai. Yeah. So she's cool. She's got Psychic Cat. And she's got one hell of a headdress on.
It is, isn't it?
And then we have the Viziarch. So my favourite of the models. He's an incubi. That's why he's got his incubi armour going on. Where he's got all this cool sort of relief into the armour.
Wow.
And a fur cloak. So Peter will not be happy. So we have a fur cloak there. It just feels like old armour.
Yeah.
Like...
You don't see many Eldar with fur, to be quite honest.
No, you don't see it. Instead of just having smooth armour like the Elder, it's got all this ornateness on it. It feels old. They've managed to bring that out, like this guy's been around longer than anybody else.
Millennia.
He knows what's going on. So we have the basic overview of what's going on. We've got Camorra and where Yvain's tale begins. Then we go to Beltan where the fracture happens and this god's born apparently. Then she goes to Ulthwy where the Farsi is being tried. Farsi Eldrad Ulthwy, is being tried for his crimes against the Elder race and stealing all those Farsiers. and acting unilaterally, basically. Then they have Bilal 4 and Yanden. So it'll be cool to read the book next week. I'll do a review on that. So with load change, obviously no model, couldn't afford him. He looks amazing. I do want one, but we might have to wait a bit before we can get on. And before I can expand my Tazinchi stuff, I'm going to have to wait a little while. But he looks amazing anyway, so if you've got one, I'm jelly. And obviously he makes Karos the Fate Weaver as well. We have the Changeling, the new awesome looking model of the Changeling. Again,
he does look cool.
If you've got this, I'm jelly, because he's awesome. And we have the new box set, which has got the Blue Horrors and the Brimstone Horrors. I think I said one of the last videos, I don't know how they're going to be boxed. Went away straight after the video and read it up and went, oh yeah, this is going to make me sound like an idiot now. But yeah, that's how you get them. I think it's cool.
Boxed together.
I love the fact we've got these little Brimstone Horrors in the game now, not just in Silver Tower. And then the Zangors. There they are. They look very cool, just like the
other guys.
all the other ones. I really like Zangors. I really like the models. They're excellent. Then we've got the Band of Bearers, obviously, and everything going on there. Obviously, we've got the Enlightened and the Skyfires, which you saw last week if you watched our channel. We unboxed these guys, built them like this. And then we have the Shaman, which I do want because he's awesome as well. And Stormcast Eternal War Scroll cards. There you go. And you shall need Gaming Aid to accompany the new Battle Tome Stormcast Eternals, which I'm none too happy about for a start. Not the Gaming Aid, just the fact of doing another
Battle Team
so soon.
Yeah, after they said they wouldn't do.
Yeah. Don't like that.
That's annoyed us a little bit.
Yeah. I know they do need to do a new one because they've changed the sort of formatting of them, but yeah, anyway. Moving along. We're getting some gaming aids, which is cool. I do like that idea. So we'll look forward to seeing what they'll look like. And then we have The Shadows of Hammerhall, which is the sequel to, well, say sequel. They might have a whole load of these coming out. Apparently it's Nurgly based, so exactly what we wanted.
Yep.
We have Tadinch and we have Nurgle, then we have a Slanesh and a Khorne one as well, hopefully. Fingers crossed, they'll do one for each.
For each god. I mean, this is what we did say when we were playing it. We'd like to see one for each god.
I'd like to see them be compatible somehow as well. But I don't know how it's going to happen because the Silver Tower works that... It's a Silver Tower itself. The equipment there is for the Silver Tower and disappears over time.
Yeah.
Maybe we might see a little bit more of a return to the original Warhammer Quest, where we can go outside the dungeon and do some learning in between. Maybe we don't have to just die from a random mugging, but maybe we can have a little bit more of an RPG feel to it. I did feel it was lacking in that, even though the game is really good to play and really streamlined. I'm hoping maybe we might see just a little bit more come out of this, and some way to combine them as well.
Yeah, that would be good.
I think that would be a strong point, that we combine the two games together. Obviously, as I said previously, there's the Cogsmith from the Dwarf. So that's definitely him. I still can't remember his name, but it's him.
Who's that dude?
Is that a ward guy? The guy with a lantern, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, not him. Him.
Him behind. Missed him. He looks elfy.
Yeah.
Looks like a high elf. So he would be one of the elves.
Elf with a name in front of him.
I can't say these new words. I'm just indoctrinated into the old way of saying things now. It just feels wrong when I say it like elf.
Yeah. It doesn't come off.
It doesn't
roll
roll
off the tongue
like dwarf and elf does. I'll get used to it eventually.
No, we won't.
I will eventually.
We won't.
Probably not. But this guy up here, now I'm thinking...
Who's that?
He looks definitely vampire.
Vampire, yeah.
So I'm hoping, as you know, he's
he
a
could
character.
Be a bad guy.
I hope he's a character as opposed to an
adversary. Yeah, that would be quite good.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why. I mean, you've got a Chaos guy in the first one.
Well, that guy looks like a Chaos guy. And he looks very cornate because he's got red armour on, so maybe he's one of the players as well. We'll find out. Hopefully we'll find out more as time goes on. And hopefully we'll be able to forget it. Gangs of Kamora, again, if you watched our video last week, you'll have seen all about that. It looks like a really cool game. I've got a bit delayed painting these guys. We've been painting other things.
We have.
As soon as the Skaven and the Dwarves are done, which if you saw the other video we put up today for Blood Bowl, I'm going to paint them first, and then I'm going to get on with painting these guys.
Yeah.
We've got Stormcast Eternals, got some new models for them. This is the new Battle Tomb. I'm sure it will be better than the original Battle Tomb, because the to each one, I'm sure it will be better. So I'm not complaining about the fact it's better, just the fact that I have to pay for the other one.
Yeah.
And they should have used this format from the beginning. Obviously they've had a change in what they're going to do.
I think they'll probably hold a lot more information about the
yeah, I think it's more what we want to see.
Stormcast
anyway.
as well.
It will be better, even though I was getting annoyed before. So these are some of the new Stormcasts. Guy without helmet, for instance.
Ooh.
He looks like Fulgrim.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
Stormcast Eternal Vanguard Hunters. So little crossbows and swords.
Yeah.
I do like the combo.
And they put the pelts of captured animals.
Yeah, there we go. Some pelts on there.
Yeah.
We have a pull-out. We've got on the side there. A massive...
wow, that's pretty cool.
We've got these little birds as well.
Oh, yeah.
They look cool.
Yeah.
And this is only Griffin. Oh, we've got these guys. I can't remember what they're called. It's like Stormcast on Griff Chargers or Griffin... Some Chargers, I think they are. Very cool. So we have Griff Hounds as well, actual box of Griff Hounds, which was needed, and some of them look pretty cool. I could be tempted to just get a box of those and paint them up because they are cool. I like them. Hopefully we'll be able to use them in Silver Tower at some point.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool, yeah.
There is one in Silver Tower already.
Yeah, but that's the warrior priests, isn't it?
Here we have the new Deathwell Forest Terrain. There's 3 new boxes. They are later in here. I did have a quick look, so we'll get on to them. The new that's the, is that the Conveyor, does it say on there? Oh, the Explorer. We saw that one at Warhammer when we were there.
We did, yeah.
He looks cool. So AdMech, it's so awesome. Then we have the AdMech version of a Plague Drone thingy.
Yes.
So that's what the Plague Drones look like they were based on, or turned into, even though the Plague Drones came first. And then Blood Bowl merchandise. So if you want to see any of this stuff, you can see our other video we did today. So we've got the Blood Bowl teams, highs and lows of Blood Bowl Dwarf teams. We've got the new pitch, double-sided. It's very nice. There are rules for it on the box. Don't throw the box away. Or cut the rules out. Maybe they're downloadable. I haven't checked the website yet. But the winter pitch had downloadable rules, so I imagine these will have as well. But the rules are on the box, on the back. We nearly missed that.
We did.
And the cards as well. But we've had a quick look at them in the video. Video game news. Dawn of War 3! Woo! I give it a little whoop there, because it is awesome, Dawn of War. I love Dawn of War. Play so much Dawn of War. The 2 games are very different, the first 2. I don't know what to expect from this. I hope it's going to be good. We've got Imperial Knight in the background. Oh yeah, look forward to that. One for Mordheim there. I have played a bit of Mordheim. I do like it. Again, I haven't done a video on that one. And Corsair. I need to play that again. I played that when it first came on early release, so I need to see what they've updated it with, and if it looks better than it did. It's one of the things that one of the reasons I didn't do the video was I don't think I could do it justice at this point. I'll do a video on that if we want to get to a stage where I think it's good enough. Blood Bowl 2, which is obviously Blood Bowl. It's a good game, Blood Bowl. It's just one with better graphics, basically. So Garrow, Weapon of Fate, new Garrow novel coming out. Yay! Knight's Blade, The Realm Gate Wars, now in paperback. So if you've missed any of them, hopefully they're all going to come out again. Slaughter at the Giant's Coffin, and we have Azramin, The Darker Road. We've got contact things, so we've got letters coming in again as we do every week. And sometimes there's some really good reads in there, so I advise people to have a good read of them. Then we have Spike magazine. So these are all the terms from Blood Bowl, if you know anything about Blood Bowl. So the first one's Amorica, the legendary land where Blood Bowl came from. And it came in the sacred book of Nuffle. So I don't need to tell people those references. Potg's armour, assists, that gives you what all the terms and everything mean, and some of the players like Bob Bifford is in there, tells you a little bit about him. He is mentioned on one of the cards, special play cards that we got.
Nuffle's there.
Nuffle.
Yeah, the lost god of the ancient Amoricans.
Yeah.
And patron deity of Blood Bowl. Various sects of Nuffle, priests and priestesses have worked tirelessly to uncover more information about the mysterious god. But information is so rare and contradictory that its true picture may never be built up. Of course, most fans are happy simply to praise Nuffle when their team is doing well and curse him or her when things go against them.
So, praise to Nuffle. Moving on. Temporal Distort. So we have second edition, 140,000.
Yeah.
The first edition I really got into. I do remember Rogue Trader a bit, but I only had the odd model from then. I think it was 13 when this came out, and it was my first war game ever. So I have fond memories of the first 140,000.
Tycho.
And there's Tycho.
Yeah.
There he is, over there.
I've got dude somewhere.
You do have that dude somewhere. Blood Angels. That's obviously what came in the first box. Forever changed my destiny. The Fate of the Eldar. Here we go. So bits about the Gathering Storm. I'm not really going to go into these because there's probably a few spoilers in here. And next week when we go through the book, I'll probably do a full review like I did with the first one. But it does say classified there. But if you've been on the Warhammer community today or yesterday, I can't remember when it came up, you'll have seen what the third book is, and it's got a Primarch in it. So if you haven't seen the Primarch, go and have a look at him. He does look critical.
He does actually.
Even though I don't crack Ultramarines, the boot does look pretty damn awesome.
He does. He looks a bit better than the Forge World one.
I have to agree, actually. Having seen the Forge one course, it was a very good model.
It's a lovely model.
I love the base that it's on. He's got that marble effect.
It's
painted,
very Romanesque.
well, it's very Romanesque,
yeah.
I'd say. But this one, just from the picture of it, it looks
kick-ass, I would say.
Plus we have the two other models, because it's going to be the Triumvirate of the Primarch.
Yes.
So we're going to have a Grey Knight in there, and obviously Cypher.
Just a Cypher.
So going back a stage to what's in this book, this is about. I did read about the trial of Eldred Ulthuan, so that's why I know he's been put on trial for what he did in the board game.
Poor Eldred.
Yeah, Death Watch.
Yes. When
he tried to resummon the God of the Dead, and it all went wrong because the Death Watch got involved. Emissary of Unique, so we've seen her. And this is the bit that tells you about the Chrome Swords as well. So the 3 swords, which look amazing by the way, that the 3 characters are carrying. There's actually 5 of the swords, they're missing 2 apparently when they reunite all 5. God of the Dead will come back. And we have a Tale of 4 Warlords. So again, I don't want to ruin this for anybody by showing you the battle that is in this. Between all 4 of them. It's huge, it looks amazing. They've collected some really cool looking armies. There we go. So we have the Wood Elves, or Forces of Order,
yeah, that's the
Ariel.
Sylvaneth, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the model I'm working up to.
Yeah, I think that might be the centerpiece for your army, didn't you?
The end goal, yeah.
And we have the Nurgle stuff. Amazing looking armies. It's very different to see a whole Nurgle army painted in blue. I like it. Undead. Force of Death. The Orcs. Obviously Maw Crusher. 2 Giants. And some Savage Orcs. It's like my perfect army, that. And then we have the battle. So I'm going to skip the battle bit because I don't want to ruin it for anyone. Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing. Cool. Sorry, you've not seen it. And then we have a new breed of Elder. So this goes further into the Gathering Storm, which is coming out, and there are a few little hints as to what's going to happen in it. We see that cool picture there again of the Tempestus getting stood on, just basically a springboard to attack Chaos. And a big advert for Garrow. Weapon Effect Collector's Edition. That'd be nice. We have the Avenging Strike. Stormcloud together. So, rules for a little game in here. Battle report again. Probably skipped most of this. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's reading it. But you can see there, that's one of the armies involved. Tzeentch. Chaos Fate Weaver is in there. Wow. Loads of stuff. And the Stormcasts. There they are. With all their new stuff as well. And you've got the birds at the top I was telling you about. And there's the setup and round one. See if you find any pictures of those birds, just show me. There's the new guys on the Griff Chargers. And some old Tzeentch kit. I mean, it's cool because my mortal army just looks like that. I need to rebase them though. It does inspire me to do my army of Tzeentch, but I might have to do some rebasing for a bit first. There's the birds attacking the Thaumaturge guy. I think they look really cool actually. And we'll skip that. Now we have a big advert for all the stuff we've just seen. And then we're on to the Imperium of Man. Illuminations. We have some cool pictures from the history of the Imperium. Very cool in there somewhere when we get to it. Right.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. So we've got some of the older drawn ones there. Then we have this one, which is the Howling Griffin's Fortress Monastery. The Proud Eyrie.
Wow.
It just looks awesome because you see like huge parts of a ship or something to build the monastery with. We've really got a thunder out down this massive banner, which must be huge. A mustering for war. So how to build yourself an orc army, or any army really. It's some tips on how to build an army basically. And I build armies like this, the way he's done it. Collecting and painting. As you can see, the army here that he's got is literally the starter set, the Mega Battle Force, plus 10 brutes. So it's pretty much the army I'll probably end up with, minus the 10 brutes, plus a giant. And then we'll have, I think there's a Maw Crusher in there as well. Yeah, there's a Maw Crusher. I think that might be the last addition to my army. Then we've got painting guides. Painting guides for the new models. Some really good tips on Wrathbone. How to see the Ectoplasmic Storm. Baroth Blue, Nikolai Oxide, Colour Green Shade, and Ulthram Grey. It's very similar to our painting the Gash. I actually worked it up from white, did two coats of Nikolai Oxide on the Gash. And then inked it, and then it's exactly the same, and then highlighted it with Ulthram Grey. Apart from starting with Baroth Blue, which is probably a good idea because I don't have to do two coats of that. But Nikolai Oxide makes really cool ghostly things. It's very good. Yeah. We have Chaos Fate Weaver, how to paint, and this one over. Tips on how to do Tzeentch. Some more of that. Need to do the feathers. Stippling. And how to paint horrors. So these are very similar to the guides on Silver Tower, but we do have the Skyfires, which is quite useful. And like I said last week, they've left those separate. As I advised everyone to do that because it's easier to paint them, or easier. I mean, I stuck that bottom part to there 'Cause it's still easy enough to turn it over and get in there, and then paint underneath that as well, and separately add it on. Cool. Good advice though, paint things separately. Stonecast Eternals, so I had to paint them, I had to paint the Griff Chargers. Did it say that what they're called? I'm sure it's Griff Chargers or something. Griff Chargers. Yeah, that's right. So you paint the Griff Charger. And then Realms of Battle. So how to turn your crates into Gene Stealer hotspots. Basically. It's pretty cool. I had to paint the crates. I had to paint them different armies. So obviously Iron Warriors there, that looks awesome. We get Nashlands, the sort of standard Ultramarines, I think one of the boxes was like that. And then you got sort of standard red for Martian and Cadia. Remember Cadia?
Yes.
And then someone's used one as a base for the Dune crawler, which is cool.
Crawling all over it.
I had to paint the trees up. These look fantastic. Again, I saw these when I was flicking through. I really like this. And it makes me want to go back and repaint my trees because they were painted a long time ago, really.
They were.
And they're pretty standard looking. But that and that looks so cool. Just the different bright colours. Obviously doing them barren as well, depending on what you're going for. There's obviously undead style there and blasted woodlands there and a vibrant grove there where they've actually put the leaves on the ground. Which is a good use for them because that's normally where they end up when I knock them off. And then we have Golden Demons, that was the picture at the front. Old Celestin on Drakov. Heraldry of the Heavens. I don't mind them using my colours, it's fine.
Perfect.
I didn't copyright them or anything. But there you go. Crypt Horror. He looks awesome. The amount of detail that's in that. And then Tree Lord Ancient.
That looks awesome.
Yeah. I do like this bit here.
Yeah.
I've always said this thing, the whole Tree Lord Ancient and all this sort of like growth, it just reminds me of Hellboy.
Yes. The bit in
Golden
Hellboy,
Army.
Yes. Yeah,
Where
I know which bit.
The bit where he has that seed thing and it grows that huge
Tree.
giant,
Yeah.
if you will, and the way it grows and everything. You just feel sorry for it when it dies as well.
Yeah.
So that's all they've ever reminded me of, and I think it looks amazing. Orcs, I've seen them before. They're amazing. This sort of wine-coloured armour that they've got. It's one of the colours I considered doing, and then I saw this and I thought, there's no way I can paint to that standard. I don't think. Got me that a lot of time. Got a Carl Francis Guard in memorial. That's pretty cool actually, I like that. A memorial guard for Carl France. Remember Carl France? The Axis of Chaos. Sigvald's there. We have a Nurgle dude, another conversion of the Plague Lord. As always, we see the Plague Lord return again. It's like an orc head or something he's got on. He looks a bit derpy, doesn't he? That's hilarious. Brilliant. And then we have rules for using the new Townsbar Shaman in Silver Tower as a hero. So you can play as him. And we have exotic adversaries. We have the Zangor Enlightened and their behaviour tables, and across the page we have Skyfires. So that's really good. I like the fact they're putting more rules in for Silver Tower. And we've got even more rules for Lost Patrol, and this actually makes me think I feel like this is a really good upgrade for the base game.
Yeah,
So you can it tells you can select squads. You can have a sergeant with a bolt pistol and chainsword, and a scout with either a heavy bolter or a missile launcher.
Yeah.
And then 0 to 3 scouts with snipers, sniper rifles basically, and 0 to 3 scouts armed with shotguns, combat blade, etc., or bolt gun.
Cool.
And it actually puts in a difficulty level. So we've got easy, normal, hard, and nightmare. Nightmare's pretty much the standard game without this second rule in. And then if you use any of the others, you get either 3, 2, or 1 rolls on the asset table, where you can have scanners, frag grenades, crack shots, homing beacons, jungle fighters, and Tyranid hunters. so you can get upgrades for you guys. It also adds in the new ambush roll for Gene Stealers. So the scout player must subtract -1 from their dice score in an assault if you're attacking them through the jungle, not along a path. So it gives Gene Stealers an advantage to sort of like lay ambushes. But to counter that, we get all this. Yeah, and we also get the sniper rifle and the missile launcher as options. So I think that really opens up the game with a few more options.
Definitely, yeah.
Then we have the new battlefield terrain. Shard rack spines. So first I wasn't impressed at these, and then I started really looking at them and I could see all these little like pustules on them and everything. And the thought of like doing like a Nurgle garden sort of occurred to me, and I'm like, so they can use that as well. They've, not to use a pun, but they have grown on me. But these things, they basically get 5 of them. Each terrain is set up within 3 inches that's already been set up. Dangerous terrain. Any model within 3 inches of a shard rack spine must take a dangerous terrain test. You've got an organic wall. So models that are at least 25% obscured by the shard rack spines get a 4+ cover save. And razor sharp shards. Wounds inflicted by dangerous terrain from the shard rack spines are resolved AP3. So, you know, power armor doesn't even protect from them. Eldritch Ruins. So obviously Eldar orientated here. 2 Eldritch Ruins, so you get that and that in the box. Each Eldritch Ruin set up after the first must be placed in 3 inches of an Eldritch Ruin already set up. Dangerous terrain, organic structure, models that are at least 25% obscured, so same as the first one, get a 4+ save. It's also a psychic conduit. When generating a warp charge, a player may add D3 additional dice to their pool if any of their psychers are within 3 inches of the Eldritch Ruin. In addition, if your battle is using the Empiric Storm rules from Gathering Storms, 1 psychic within 3 inches of the Eldritch Ruins at the start of your psychic phase can attempt to harness the powers to amplify the raging warp storms. Doing so is a psychic power that costs 1 warp charge. If the psychic power is successful, you can immediately generate 1 additional Empiric Storms event. If you're rolling to generate this event, re-roll any duplicate results generated in the game turn. You have the barbed venom gorse. These look really cool. This one looks like a swamp plant. You got these weird ones that look like they belong in some Tyranid sort of invasion or garden. The Garden of the Hive Mind. So 3 barbed venom gorse and up to 2 grapple weeds. So you set them up, same sort of thing. Dense thicket. Models, they get a 4+ cover save, however units roll 1 less dice when taking difficult terrain tests to determine how far they can move through barbed venom gorse or grapple weed. Grapple weeds at the start of each game turn, each grapple weed moves 2d6 towards the nearest visible non-vehicle unit. So it's like Lord of the Rings. But will stop 1 inch away from any unit's buildings or any other battlefield terrain. All non-vehicle units in fact 3 inches of grapple weeds then suffer 2d6 strength 4 hits with the poison special rule. Ouch. Primal sentience. When walking a dangerous terrain test to move through a barbed venom with some grapple weed, models suffer a wound on a 1 or a 2. So these things are actually going to walk after you. You can use them all together, 1 of each. You set them up very similarly, and you also get Fortress of Boughs. The cover save provided by the individual pieces of Deathwell Forest increased to 3, and Deadly Flora. Subtract an additional 1 from any dangerous terrain test taken by a model as a result of a Deathwell Forest piece. So there you go, making your table eat you basically. They do look very cool together.
They do actually. They look funky.
Yeah, I could see. Just to do a cross game thing, I can see me using Malifaux as well, because Malifaux grows wild and crazy as well.
Especially around the Neverborn regions.
Yeah, like, anywhere where the Neverborn are.
Yeah.
I think they make great scenery for Malifaux. Probably apart from the Elder Runes, obviously.
Well, yeah, those will
But they could just be weird runes, because the Malifaux's covered with weird stuff.
It is.
And then we have the battle plan early from the Till 4 Warlords, so you can see they did set up on a rather large table, 1 in each corner, and that's it, basically. A Tale of Rum Painter. This is somebody's obviously the title's quite explanatory, and the models that they've painted. It's a very cool little article, and that was all I might read. Parade ground. So we can see some version. That was the colour I was originally going to paint with Dark Elder, and then changed to the flayed skull.
Flayed skull, yeah.
Colours of the craft. So you see ones there. Librarian, Fire Dragons, Wolf. And then we have another heavy metal masterclass on how to paint swords. See this shiny blue effect, which we keep seeing. Something I may attempt to do at some point. It's a very good guide. It shows a lot of techniques. Covers 2 pages, so there's a lot in there. I'm going to try that out because it's one of the things I want to try and do. I should challenge myself to do that. And then Waystones, so Twin Spirit Stones. It's a very cool guide. It's how I paint the Spirit Stones anyway. Obviously it's a large Spirit Stone, so you can get a lot of detail in there. It's very cool. And Blank Shizou, so a lot of brilliant conversions, basically. These are so cool. There we go. It's got to speak for himself, really. If you can see them properly, because they're very grey against the background. The next one is actually even cooler, I think. This is the black crew of the Black Ship Garms Maw. So we can see there that he's used the Mechanical Primus guy, a Demonet head, and we've got this Inquisitor here. If we have a closer look at him, you can see that he's used a Stormcast's lower body and then put on. So that's why he looks so tall. He's actually Stormcast, and then he's got like a mechanical leg added onto the bottom of that. I think it's an Orc. I think that might be an Orc's chest plate. Kind of looks like one. It's either Orc or Chaos. There we go. You better look at it there. Yeah. Conversions are excellent. I'm going to add it for Warhammer World. I advise if you can to go and visit it. It's amazing.
It is, definitely. Well worth visiting.
And we have some readers' models. So someone's done the Silver Tower with all these bases. I did consider going back and redoing them like that because they would look amazing on that, but I decided not to because I'm going to be using these models in Age of Sigmar as well. But if you're just playing, Silver Tower, it's a very good option to put them all on these bases. Looks very cool. We have some Orc bikes. Big Nurgle. Chaos Starblade for the World Eaters. And Tyrannid Tyron effects in black. Khan in the middle. There he is. Khan. And we have a cool Zangor there. Like the little T symbol.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I do like the whole diorama type base thing going on. Good work. Good work to everybody. A lot of talent out there.
There is.
There is. It's inspiring to see it. So, in the bunker, what's been going on? And this cool Valkyrie on the last page, done in browns and orange. I thought it was metallic at first, but it isn't. It's done in Rhine Oxide. It looks very cool the way it's been done. There we go. So next month,
that's the
Dark
same.
Chaos Rune Your White Dwarf collection. What does it say at the top? What are we getting? Gathering Storm continues, Ultimate Guide to Paint, Splatter, Sprues and Glues, Kit Bash, Golden Demon Europe, Heavy Metal and so much more. Not really giving anything away.
No.
But we do know, for definite, we're getting the Primarch's Triumvirate.
Yeah.
Last page is of the Elders Triumvirate. There they are. 3 cool models. I hope they're as cool as they look. We'll find out next week. So join us for that, please. So I hope you like this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. It helps out loads. And if you want to see the Blood Bowl stuff, that video should have gone up today as well. I think it went up before this one. And that's it for today.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
Thanks again. Bye for now.
Bye.